Sometimes the AP exam questions get a little wordy, so let's practice some power rule problems that are wordy so we can look at our vocabulary. In this first example, it says find the equation for the slope of the tangent line for any point for the function. Now, finding the equation for the slope of the tangent line is finding the derivative. So all they're asking us to do is find f prime. So in this case, with the power rule, we would multiply 4 times 3 is 12, x, subtract 1 is 2, multiply negative 6 times 2 is negative 12x, subtract 1, we get 1, we don't need to put that. The derivative of x is going to be 1 because, well, 1 times 1 is 1. And then the derivative of a constant is 0. And we're all done because that is the equation for the slope of the tangent line at any point on the curve or the function. A second example, this time it says find the slope of the line tangent to the function. F of x is 3x to the fourth minus 6x squared plus 1. Add x is 1. Well, the equation for the slope of the tangent line would be the derivative f prime. To find the actual slope, they want us to plug in a 1. So we're finding f prime of 1. Well, let's start by finding f prime of x, the equation for the slope of the tangent line. Power rule would give us 12x cubed minus 12x. We're then going to go ahead and plug in a 1. So we would get 12 times 1 cubed minus 12 times 1, which would give us a slope of 0. Slope of 0 would be a horizontal tangent line. We'll learn later on that that means that there's either a local maximum or minimum point at x is 1. In our third example, again, we want to find the slope of the line tangent to the function. That would mean we're going to find f prime, and then we're going to plug in the x value. In this case, again, it's 1. So let's go ahead and take a look at the derivative f prime of x for this. Our first term, root x, we have memorized as 1 over 2 root x. Our second term, we want to think of this like negative 1x to the negative 1 power. Bring that up to the numerator. Then when we do the power rule, negative times a negative is a positive 1x to the negative 2. This third term we want to think of like x to the 2/3 power. When we do the derivative of that, we would have 2/3 x to the negative 1/3. It might be useful at this point to write this in a slightly alternate way. I like my first term, 1 over 2 root x. My second term, I want to rewrite that by moving the negative exponent back to the bottom, which might make it easier to plug in the 1. And I'm going to do similarly to the third term, 2/3, so 2 on top, 3 on the bottom. When we move x to the negative 1/3 to the bottom, that becomes cube root of x. Now, let's go ahead and plug in that 1. So if I have f prime of 1, that's going to be 1 over 2 square root of 1 plus 1 over 1 squared plus 2 over 3 cube root of 1. If we simplify that a little bit, we have f prime of 1 is 1/2 plus 1 plus 2/3. Well, we're going to have to make a common denominator, so let's go ahead and choose 6. So we've got 3/6 plus 6/6 plus 4/6. So f prime of 1 would be 13/4. over 6.